Hello and welcome to Aurei Plays 7 Billion Humans. This is episode 41 and we're gonna look at important email organization. We still have one down in the other other challenges that we haven't quite finished. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's see. So this looks complicated. Let's see what we did. Yeah, so here we basically, I think, we wanted to make them go all the way up, right, to prevent them from accidentally picking up one of these. We could reduce that by a lot by just making them go up to like here. That would allow them to be a little bit more efficient. We actually have failing cases, which is weird. Let's see. Let's do the speed challenge first. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna copy this and we'll paste it here. And the first thing I'm gonna do is remove about half of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll take out 4. That should make it a little bit quicker already. Yeah, and it should never cause them to pick up these guys. Like maybe we could even go a little bit slow. Yeah, okay, it looks like, yeah, it does work out. Okay, so it is a little bit faster, but it's still, I guess some of the failure cases are cases where they accidentally do pick up one of the labels. But this is like it's fine. Yeah, let's see what happens because I'm kind of curious, but we're probably picking up a label. I guess. Okay, so we're checking like is it next to a thing and then this one gets left out. Which is a shame, I guess, but it's okay. Let's see, what can we do? We can say, hey, if it's a data cube, we're gonna see if it's not a shredder, then an else ends. Okay, that's fine. Though if we can cut out one of these checks, it might be worthwhile. Let's see. Yeah, so actually I was thinking of doing this optimization, but apparently I've already done so, which is kind of surprising. Let's see, mem3 is nearest shredder. Wait, do we use that? Okay, yeah, we're stepping towards it. I guess we can just, instead of doing this, we can just step down, right? That's the same thing. Yeah, this does exactly the same thing. Let's see, and how are we doing with the main loop? Like this. If this is mem1. Yeah. Well, this is fine. I guess we can't. Can we win it if... Yeah, so we might need to get another entry at some point, because we don't care that this particular one fails, right? The failure rate is well below 50%. Let's see, so we jump back here, we jump out of it. and otherwise we loop. And this we only need to check if we're standing on a data cube. Yeah, I guess. It seems kind like we could do something here with taking the difference and then taking that number of steps, which might be nice, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what we want to do here. Yeah, like this loop is tight. Can we cut out one more of these? We might be able to, right? From here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, which means that basically the point is that these are always closer than these. Okay, so the problem could also be that not all of them are working, right? So if one of them stops, then so I guess what we want to do here is instead of end, we want to make them step a random direction up. As long as this is not a wall. And then if that's done, then they can go back to here. So that'll ensure that they might like go up and go pick up a different cube. Let's see, how does this do? Okay, it's actually kind of bad. Is that weird? I'm not sure. How could it be worse than what we had? That's kind of confusing. I mean, it could be due to this, but that seems... Okay, so the problem is that towards the end of the program they just keep running around for a bit and they don't know that they've stopped. Let me double check that that is what actually happens. Okay, that didn't actually look like it. But I mean, this part can't hurt. I guess we could be optimizing this because it does matter to checks, right? Yeah, let's do that. So let's say if I mean, we could say, hey, yeah, we could do a jump here. Nah, okay, so I guess we could calc. Yeah, but then we do an operation and it's probably more expensive than a check. Is it? Maybe not, actually. So let's calc mem1 is mem2 minus the current direction. So if mem1 is smaller than 0, but we can't do minus here, I think, right? Nope. That's kind of annoying. Let's see. Is this where we wanna be at? Yeah, okay. Now I'm doing calculation in this tight loop, right? That's always gonna be problematic. Yeah, oh, what we could do is do it like this. Like if so, now I know that the direction is bigger, right? So if mem1 is greater than 5, we're gonna do a step. Actually in this direction, and we're gonna do that a couple times. To be exact, 5 times. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. And then we're gonna calc mem1 is equal to mem1 minus 5. And we're gonna do if mem1 is greater or equal, this can also be greater or equal, right? To 3. Then we'll do 3 steps. And set mem1 equal to mem1, not set, calc mem1 equal to mem1 minus 3. And then basically we can do the same thing, right? So if mem1 greater or equal, yeah, so we could have a 2 left, right, at the most. So greater or equal 2 step left, and if mem1 greater or equal 1. Okay, let's run this and see if it does any better. Doesn't really look like it. It's also kind of weird that this is slower than the original one. Did I save that one? I did. So let's run this. maybe not slower than the original one, but I guess at least the one that... Yeah, okay, this actually was quite long as well. Interesting. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, so I guess the step downs mattered a lot, like excluding these. Let's copy this and paste it here. So we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess, out. Let's see. Yeah, so that probably helps a lot, right? It will pick up. Like, there's a little extra steps. Sometimes they do get stuck for a bit, which is interesting. This is actually quite close, right? This is the best. So can we do something here that gets us those last few? Like, let's just check how it runs like this. So maybe what we could do actually... Okay. Yeah, so here we have some failures, which is kind of annoying because... Yeah, so I guess this doesn't work, right? Because one at the top got left out and that's... we can't have that. So let's do it like this and then it should be fine. But then we want to find some place where we can save. Like just... Yeah. Okay, so the annoying thing is that we're really operating on the edge of what's possible here, and somehow we don't really... Yeah. Can we do something with these guys? So we're saying, hey, if we're on a data cube, I guess this can go in else, but does that matter? Does this even do anything? I guess it does, right? Otherwise we'd get stuck eventually. I mean, we could do the check in one go, right? Does that matter? So if we're at the place where we are, and no, well, okay, no. So because if there is a data cube, then we wanna pick it up. Then we don't care if it wasn't the closest or whatever. I mean, it must be, but it must be. We could use that. So let's yeah. So if you're at the spot, it must have been the closest. You can't possibly suddenly come across a data cube, right? So let's see. And this is not a data cube. Then you want to do this, and else we can jump out. I think this is probably, yeah, this probably works out better. So you'll always walk to that location. Ooh, we have a lot of failures now. Let's see, so I guess the end, yeah, so we can So let's do like a step here or here, like a couple of times, like 4 times should be enough. And then instead of end, we'll go up here. So the question is, does it, if this makes it take a lot more time, then it might be problematic, but I think because of the time we were saving here in the inner loop, we're probably good. At least I hope so. Oh! Okay, someone picked up one of those cubes. That's not what we want to be doing. Let's slow this down a little bit. It was near the end, right? Oh, I think he walked into it, probably. Let's slow it down a little bit when we know it's gonna blow up. And then we'll try. Oh, I missed that. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Ah, just too slow. Okay, I should slow down a little bit harder. Okay, I keep missing the end. Let's just focus for a bit. Like the end is just suddenly there, right? So let's slow it down a little bit now. Yeah, okay, and now let's go. Okay. Let's see. So I think either this guy or this guy is gonna cause a problem. Looks like it might be this guy. Let's just... Okay, so he picks up a thing. Yeah. And then he is... Yeah, he's going to say, hey. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so what they're saying is if we're at mem1 and it's not a day and there's no data cube, then we're supposed to jump back, else... Oh wait, this is way too soon, right? So if we're at... Yeah, so this else is actually way too optimistic. So what we can do here is if then we can do a double check, right? So if we are actually at mem1. I'm not sure this... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this doesn't help speed-wise. Okay, I guess some people got eaten by the machine. That doesn't seem great either. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, in these runs everyone got eaten somehow. Yeah, because I guess if you do a gift to... Okay, so I'm gonna rearrange this again, right? So what you can simply do is if it's not mem1, then we can just keep going. Right, keep going and step towards it. Else, if yeah, and then I guess we'll all go here. So if this is a data cube, no, as long as it's not a data cube, that's fine. We can continue. If it is mem1, then we can jump back here. I think this is what I used to have. So okay, I guess not. Step 1, if it's not a data cube, we continue. If it's not mem1, then... And why do... Oh yeah, so I guess we can get rid of this then. Nope, we cannot. If it is mem1, so if it is a data cube... Okay, I guess this goes... If it's not a data cube, else... If it is mem1, then jump. No, if it's... No, so as long as it's not a data cube, we wanna... No, but if we're at mem1 and it's a data cube, then we wanna go, or it's not a data cube, then we, and if we're not at mem1, or it is a data cube. No, okay, so we want to continue as long as we're not at mem1. Period, right? That's fine. We can just walk towards mem1. Then, if it's not a data cube, we can, yeah. Okay, so let's, I think this is fine. I think this loop is better than how it used to be. So let's hope that it is actually quicker. It's nearly there. Like we're getting close. Can we get this one out of here, or does that cause errors? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then these. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Yeah, this is fine actually. Okay. But it actually is a little bit slower. At least let's run it again, see if it is slower a second time, but it... Yeah. Okay, so the variance is quite high, right? It was 219 the previous time. Yeah, do we have a way to... do something with this? I'm not quite sure. Like this loop is tight. Right, is it? Oh, it's not. This should go here, I think, and this one should go here. Let's try that again. They do sometimes get stuck in a place for a little bit. Okay, so that's weird. So apparently it gets set to nothing. That's just weird. There's not a nearest data cube. Oh, I guess their randomness does something? Okay, now there are some that just massively are failing to complete. So let's, and those do hit on the average a little bit. I think we can take one of these out, right? That's probably a good idea. Um, okay, so what we're doing is we're just repeatedly walking towards the nearest, which somehow is fine, but it's probably not that fast, right? Can we pick up? We can pick up Mem1. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. Let's try this. So let's pick up Mem1. If my item is not a data cube, let's jump back. I don't. Let's just run full speed. Okay, we do have the debugger, but okay, so it's not quite working out. Let's see. So sometimes they're complaining about, oh yeah, okay, so if below is not, oh yeah, okay, so this is why we couldn't do this, right? Because then we accidentally might pick up one of the labels. But I guess nearest always, it doesn't always work out. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Okay, let's undo this. Okay, so this should work, right? Yeah. Okay, we're quite close, but I don't really see any avenues right now, so I'm gonna leave it as this and cut this episode here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.